Why, if people don't have extra homes, couldn't we just, my son could build a website smart enough to do that and an app smart enough to do that, where we cut out the middleman and you cut out all the bureaucracy that Airbnb brings to it. A government can't keep me from renting my home out. They can try, it would be hard. Here's the deal. Americans have $1 trillion, $1 trillion of credit card debt, on an average of 20% interest. That's not a real number. That's not a real number. It's terrifying, but because we've actually gotten so far away from consumer choice, and the 10 people that own everything are such idiots and they don't know what the consumer wants at all, and they don't even know how to stay connected to the consumer anymore, we can use this to our benefit. We own the banks. If we have $1 trillion of credit card debt, we are in charge. Stop paying it. Credit scores are not real. It's not real anymore because nobody can afford anything. Houses are unaffordable. Why do we care what our credit score is? You'll drive in a car with a perfect stranger who can afford a car when you can't. So the one person in the neighborhood who can afford a car, like, why do we care anymore? Like, just stop paying it. Would bring the banks to their knees tomorrow. If you hate the banks, okay. Stop participating in the heist. Like, they're not even listening to people anymore. And they're buying off our politicians. Our political system is corrupt. It's not working. This isn't a democracy. It's not functioning. But we can fix that tomorrow too. Every single one of us should decide, if you're working W-2, stop paying taxes monthly. Don't stop paying them. That's illegal. We have to pay our taxes. Just pay them once a year. Put whatever they're taking out monthly into a savings account and pay it once a year. And put everything you do outside of your job into an LLC. We're all doing multiple jobs that are easily qualifying to be corporate. You can write your kids can work for you even when they're underage when you do that. I mean, like, there's so many ways that we could be using capitalism to our benefit. I'm scared to lose it in the way that we talk, because we're not even doing it anymore. We're not in charge, right? Like, let's just not buy houses. Like, that's fake. It's fictional. At this point, the housing prices are so outrageous compared to people's incomes that, like, this is fictional. You know what banks need to survive? Mortgages. 50-year mortgage. These fools must be insane and think we're stupid. The only reason that they would be offering up a 50-year mortgage is because the bank's balance sheets are so fragile and unsustainable right now already. That means we already have the power. We just have to be willing to be really uncomfortable for a really short period of time and to completely change our preferences, and we have to do it in mass. There has to be a volume of people. If they keep us separated and they keep us divided and they keep us on the internet and not actually going and talking to our neighbors to figure out how to, we're all too smart for this. If we didn't pay our taxes every month and just paid it at the end of the year, the government would shut down and they would have to negotiate with the people. Forget every system the way it is. They wouldn't be able to function. Like, there's not a, they could change the laws. They wouldn't be able to function. Do it. Make them change the law, because then you're actually changing us into a socialist society. I hate the way we use democratic socialists. It's like, stop. None of this is socialism. I'm super excited about the new mayor of New York, only because I believe he is not bought and paid for by the entirely same people as all the rest of the Republicans and Democrats in this country. And I mean local level all the way up. Those parties need to dissolve. We need to just start picking people. Anyway, happy for him, but let's stop calling him a democratic socialist. Let's stop saying because he's going to charge corporations more that that's socialism, or that because we're going to use government subsidies on the people and not him, that's socialism. In a socialist society, you don't fill out your own form and estimate how much taxes are going to be taken out every month. They just take them. Here's your paycheck. Here's how much you make. This is our tax. They take that percentage and it pays for the things in the society. That might be what we want. I don't know, but we have to learn like the definitions of things. None of these people are socialists. I don't know what a democratic socialist is, because socialist countries are democratic still. It's that you, the consumer, don't get to decide how much money you're going to pay the government up front. on a monthly basis. You don't have all this potential variation in your tax code that you can pay, that rich people have mastered, and we're down here, we're paying like it's a socialist country, but we are not benefiting from it at all. We already have socialism built into it. The subsidies go to corporate America. If we want to change that, let's change it. Stop buying stuff. Like, we don't need stuff.